The Public Accounts Committee (PAC) has criticized the government for poorly planned and slow Sankalp Scheme implementation, citing findings from a CAG report. Overview of the Sankalp Scheme. The Skill Acquisition and Knowledge Awareness for Livelihood Promotion Sankalp Scheme is a flagship program of the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. It was approved by the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs in October 2017 with a total outlay of Rs 4,455 crore. The scheme was launched in January 2018 and was originally scheduled completion by the March 2023. It was later extended to March 2024. Sankalp was designed to strengthen short-term skill training across India through improved institutional frameworks, better industry linkage, inclusion of marginalized communities, enhanced monitoring and governance system. The broader objective was to improve employability outcomes and create a more demand-driven skill ecosystem aligned with industry requirements. Funding structure of the scheme. The financial design of Sankalp involved a mix of domestic and external funding sources. Rs 3,300 crore through a World Bank loan, Rs 660 crore through state leverage, and Rs 495 crore through industry participation. The scheme aimed to use outcome-based financing and performance-linked incentive to strengthen skill development at both national and state levels. However, the Comptroller and Auditor General (CAG) found significant shortfalls in financial utilization and implementation efficiency. CAG findings on financial and physical progress. According to the CAG report examined by the PAC, only 44% of the budgeted provision under the Sankalp scheme was disbursed between 2017 to 18 and 23 to 24. Further, against the first tranche of the World Bank loan of $250 million, Rs 1,606.15 crore, 86% and was disbursed by the World Bank. However, the ministry utilized only Rs 850.71 crore as of December 2023. The CAG also highlighted weak adherence to implementation guidelines, sluggish pace of execution, lack of preparedness before commencement of the loan period. The audit pointed to non-preparedness within the ministry as a key reason for delays. Observations of the Public Accounts Committee. The Public Accounts Committee described the scheme's implementation as during its examination of the CAG report, the PAC raised several critical concerns. Absence of central monitoring mechanism. Members questioned why there was no robust central monitoring system to track implementation across states, given that skill development involves coordination between the centers, states, and private sector partners. Monitoring gaps can significantly undermine outcomes. Lack of due diligence. The committee flagged inadequate due diligence before the rollout of the scheme. This suggests that institutional readiness and administrative capacity were not fully assessed prior to loan utilization. Missing roadmap for school-level skilling. MPs also noted that absence of a clear roadmap to integrate skilling into the school curriculum from primary to higher secondary levels. This is particularly significant in light of the National Education Policy (NEP) 2020, which emphasizes vocational education from an early stage. The lack of alignment between skilling schemes and education from weakens long-term employability goals. Broader context of skill development in India. India's demographic dividend presents both an opportunity and a challenge. With a large youth population entering the workforce, skill development is central to economic growth and social mobility. Schemes such as Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana and Sankalp aim to improve the quality, scale, and relevance of skill training. However, issues such as the following continue to affect the outcomes. Fragmented implementation, weak industry alignment, inadequate monitoring, underutilization of funds. This is particularly significant in light of the national education. The Sankalp experience underscores the importance of institutional preparedness, data-driven evaluation, and interministerial coordination.